A gorgeous skyline is often one of the things that big cities can boast about, but the fact is, it isn't just Hong Kong and New York City that have impressive skylines. Indeed, all over the world, there are cities with stunning skylines that you won't forget once you see them in person, and not all of them are in huge cities. Our world is filled with skylines that have everything you could want when you're looking at skylines: bright lights, tall buildings, and stunning architecture that is often unique to that particular area of the world. But what makes an incredible skyline? Is it the height of the skyscrapers? The shade of neon used to light them? Or is it the way the buildings work together to form one complete picture? We think what matters is you look out across a city and feel we've looks across the globe to count down what we believe are the 10 most impressive skylines our great towns offer. From the US to China, Canada to Australia, here's a rundown of the best, our top 20 of the most beautiful skylines in the world. 20. Boston, Massachusetts. If you want a most fantastic view of the Boston skyline, go at night. The skyline reflects onto the sea and produces a scene that most cities can only dream about, with its tall skyscrapers and colorful lights. One of the oldest cities in the country, it isn't that the buildings are enormous. They are gorgeous and well lit, creating a picturesque view that everyone will love. Seeing this skyline in person should be on your bucket list. 19. Houston, Texas, USA. Houston is the most populous city in Texas, with roughly 2.3 million people. It is also the fourth largest city in the United States, and its skyline offers a view that is 1 in a million. I consent to receive emails and personalized ads. With more than 45 high-rise buildings more than 425 feet high, the city offers a stunning view regardless of where you are while looking. It is a city that proves everything truly is bigger in Texas. 18. London, England. London's skyline is undoubtedly one of the most recognized skylines in the world. It includes infamous buildings such as the Palace of Westminster, Big Ben, the London Eye, and some less familiar but equally exciting buildings such as Tower 42, the Gherkin, and the Pinnacle. No matter how often you visit this fantastic city, you'll never get tired of seeing its skyline. It combines tall and not so tall buildings that offer just enough variety to keep you interested. 17. Panama City, Panama. You must check Panama City's skyline if you're ever in Central America. The city sits in the water, and the reflection of the lights on that water will take your breath away. The curved shape of the landscape gives it even more ambience, and its skyscrapers offer views you will remember. A friendly city, and you'll enjoy your time here even more if you take the time to view the skyline at night. 16. Paris, France. The skyline offered at the City of Love is one of the most recognizable skylines in the world. This iconic skyline is quite large and includes many familiar and unfamiliar buildings. Even the way the buildings are arranged is unique and exciting, and it causes you to want to look at the skyline even longer. The Eiffel Tower is, of course, the most familiar building on the skyline. Still, you'll see many others that are just as bright and curious. Paris offers one of the best city skylines for numerous reasons. 15. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Although the Christ the Redeemer statue is the most recognizable part of Rio de Janeiro's skyline, it is not the only reason this is so fantastic. The city offers a great view thanks to the mountains, the water, and the buildings that light up the sky at night. It truly offers the best manufactured architecture in Mother Nature, and it is a skyline you will never forget. Even if you're not religious, the Christ the Redeemer statue is something you will never forget. 14. San Francisco, California, USA. Everyone recognizes the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge, but the adjacent skyline is just as impressive, if not more so. San Francisco is a unique city in many ways. The lights and tall buildings that come in various designs are something you will never forget. The buildings reflect on the water for an even more fantastic view. The only thing more exciting than San Francisco's skyline is going into the city and sampling everything it offers. We also have a post on the most romantic hotels in San Francisco. (13) Seattle, Washington, USA. With beautiful Mount Rainier and the ever-looming Space Needle observation tower lining your view, the Seattle skyline is unique. But it also offers skyscrapers and buildings of many different designs and sizes. If you view the city at night, you'll get the best view ever. Almost everyone recognizes the Seattle skyline, yet it looks even more impressive when you view it in person. It even has one thing that many city skylines do not have: tons of trees that give the skyline a little oomph and make it even more beautiful. 12. Shanghai, China. Not only is Shanghai the most populous city in the world, with shopping for 24 million people, but it also offers one of the most eye-catching skylines worldwide. While not all of the buildings are tall, they are all fantastic in their designs and colors, and some of these sites include the Oriental Pearl Tower and the Shanghai Tower. If you like skylines with lots of colors and exciting architecture, Shanghai is a city you have to visit. When it comes to beautiful skylines, you can't beat this one. 11. Taipei, Taiwan. Taipei is the capital of Taiwan, and its fantastic skyline shows it. One of the most exciting aspects of the skyline is its almost futuristic look, which has fascinated people for decades. It also consists of the Taipei 101 skyscraper, the tallest building in the world until the Burj Khalifa in Dubai beat it out. Still, the 101 is impressive and extends over 1,600 feet in the air if you measure it to the tip of the building. 10. Singapore. Singapore is an example of an incredible skyline formed within the constraints of citywide planning regulations. A thought-out urban street plan, shackled with a height restriction of 280 meters for all buildings, gives this city a consistency and style not found in other cities. With mostly light-colored buildings and great swathes of greenery throughout the city center, Singapore is a definite highlight of the Southeast Asian region. 9. Frankfurt, Germany. As Europe's only entry in our list, Frankfurt is flying the flag for the continent with 5 structures that beat the 200-meter mark. Amongst them, the unorthodox design of the Commerzbank Tower, internationally recognized for its use of sky gardens and environmentally friendly technologies, the 331-meter Europaterm Observation Tower, and the aesthetically pleasing Messeturm with its 257-meter pyramid peak are also of note. However, its tall structures are at odds with the ancient low-rise, high-density European architecture below. Regardless, Frankfurt nudges its way into our list. 8. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The skyline of Kuala Lumpur may not be the most densely packed on our list, but that only allows what it does have to stand out boldly. Only 10 of its structures stand over 200 meters tall. Among them are the distinctive Petronas Towers, the world's tallest twin buildings, and the 420-meter Mena Kuala Lumpur Tower. 7. Toronto, Canada. Toronto's architecture is a proper mix of periods and styles, with many dating back to the mid-19th century. The city shows no signs of slowing down either, currently during an architectural revival that includes a condo boom along the shoreline and several buildings, such as the Royal Ontario Museum and the Art Gallery of Ontario, being designed by world-renowned architects. The city has 11 structures that stand over 200 meters. Dominating the skyline is the 553.33-meter CN Tower, no longer the tallest tower in the world but still featuring the highest viewing deck. 6. Sydney, Australia. Sydney's skyline is about much more than just skyscrapers. Sure, the cloud-bothering heights of Centrepoint Tower, the MLC Centre, and the AMP Tower protrude from the inner CBD. But the world-famous harbour with its iconic Opera House and Harbour Bridge are what people book flights to Australia to see, best viewed from a ferry on the shore of Sydney Harbour to take in the full view. 5. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Dubai has ambition and persistence. The city's recent growth is without plan or prudence, a mixed match to overlapping sea of indulgence, wealth and architectural accomplishment. The Burj Khalifa beat all competition to take the world's tallest building title at an extraordinary 828 meters. The city shows no signs of stopping either, with the proposed Dubai City Tower set to break all records with a height of 2,400 meters. 4. Tokyo, Japan. The densely populated megacity of Tokyo is a sea of flashing neon lights and high-rise structures that reaches skyward under the view of the Mount Fuji range. With the required flashing red lights atop every building of significant height, and a fleet of helicopters on hand to avoid the heavy rush hour traffic, Tokyo is a skyline that means business. 3. Chicago, USA. We all know the US likes to fill its cities with tall buildings, so we're conscious not to fill our rundown with us cities. But Chicago gets an honorable mention for being the birthplace of the modern skyscraper. When the city unveiled its first steel high-rise in 1885, no one could have predicted how well the new design would catch on. Since then, Chicago has kept up with the trend, housing 19 buildings over 200 meters and producing some of the finest skyscrapers found in any city: the Trump Tower, John Hancock Tower, and the 1,451-foot Willis Tower front up along the shoreline of Lake Michigan to form a genuinely picturesque skyline. 2. New York, USA. In second place is New York. Perhaps the world's most easily recognizable skyline due to its feature in so many Hollywood blockbusters. Think Spider-Man is swinging through its towers, bathed in golden sunlight, Home Alone to At Christmas, or the city shots of Independence Day. The city also has so many identifiable, iconic buildings: the Empire State Building, Chrysler Building, and, overlooking them all from offshore, the majestic Statue of Liberty. With 47 buildings over 200 meters, New York is the definitive US city but misses the number one spot. 1. Hong Kong, China. Hong Kong is at the top of our list for its commitment to the modern skyscraper. With a whopping 43 buildings measuring over 200 meters tall, 30 of which were built since the year 2000. With 4 of the 15 tallest buildings in the world, the city has the best skyline to have ever had a camera pointed at it. With a population density of 6,943,600 people, Hong Kong is Asia's principal seaport, financial center and business hub. The concentrated, high-rise environment of the city won't be to everyone's taste, but for city lovers, this is paradise. The tipping factor that makes this city is its location. With the mountain ranges circling the city, the juxtaposition between manufactured structures and the surrounding mountains makes this jarring proposition our number one.